Michael Porter Jr. has been talking a lot in the media about dating in today's time as a high level athlete and how challenging it is for men with status essentially to find women who are not looking to change their personal lifestyles because of the status that they don't have. However, I beg to differ to say that there are women out here who also hold a certain standard for their personal lives that do not require a man to change their lifestyle, that could also be contenders in this market of people that someone like a Michael Porter Jr. would be interested in. And I say that to say I'm not interested in Michael Porter Jr. This is literally just me giving my thoughts on the fact that there are things that I provide for myself right now that respectfully, if you couldn't provide those things for me, I don't want to put myself in a position, because I've done it many times before. I've done this many times before. I have put food on the table, roof over the head, given the car to drive kind of thing. Like, I will not do that again in my life, because it's just not something that I enjoy as a woman wanting to date a man. I want to date a manly man, a man who's at an I got it kind of man. I want to save her kind of man, even though I don't need saving. But I say all this to say, where do women who I pay my bills, I'm never going to ask you to get my nails done, I'm never going to ask you to do my hair, all these things, where do women find men who are okay with them essentially possibly being the breadwinner, but still wanting a man who's able to handle things? Where are the men who are so financially strapped that they're not worried about somebody gold digging them? Because respectfully, I have technically 4 companies, okay? I'm fine doing life, but I don't want to do life by myself. I don't want to be 50 years old and have successful companies with no one to celebrate the good times with. I don't mind my companies being the thing that essentially builds our family. I don't mind that. However, I don't want to date a man who is looking at me to change his lifestyle. I've done that before. I'm not doing it again. Where are the men? Where are the men who are solid men and looking for companionship and partnership, someone that they'd really go through the ringer with, and aren't concerned about a woman who is independently on her own, financially strapped on her own, but wanting partnership for themselves as well? That was long-winded, but where you at?